Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily Jean. If you guys are new here, happy Makeup Monday, welcome back. Today's video is going to be more of a get ready with me, a look that I have really wanted to show you guys and do on camera. I probably have like other videos similar to this, but this is definitely the most updated and new routine I have. I don't even know what to call this because I feel like every time I title a makeup video, the comments just like take it the wrong way or whatever. It's really hard to interpret makeup because it's different for everybody. But if you guys want to see what I've been doing lately, very beautiful skin, focused on the skin, no mascara, no eye look, then just keep watching. Okay, I just curled my hair today, so it's kind of being a little crazy. We of course are gonna start by clipping this back. I'm actually filming this on a Monday. It's not going up this same Monday, but it is kind of nice when I'm actually filming something. It makes sense with what I'm saying. But I think this is going to go up in like actually 2 weeks. So of course we're going to start by applying my Too Faced Lip Extreme Lip Plumper. I love this stuff. I pretty much do it with every makeup look ever now. Anytime I am like leaving the house or going out or doing anything, honestly, this is like a go-to product of mine. It just helps your lips look more plump. I like the burning sensation. I like the color it gives them. I like all of it. So try it out. You may hate it. You may love it. I always love to apply it as the first step of my makeup routine because then while we do all the other makeup, by the end, the lip plumping action will have already taken place and then we can finish off with like our actual lip products. So that's how I like to use this. You can also just use it as like a normal gloss, I'm pretty sure, but I pretty much only use it as like a part of getting ready and I don't really ever reapply it. So I'm gonna do a good coat of this. And just a warning, you never want to like overline with this because it is going to burn. So if you get it on your like actual skin around your lips, it will start to like turn red and look a little irritated. So just be careful with that. They make like different scents, I think, and like I have the holiday pack and stuff, but I find just the OG Extreme Clear one works the absolute best. I'm also going to spray some of my favorite perfume. I talked about it in a vlog, but I honestly want to talk about it again in this video for those who just watch my makeup content. I discovered this in Chicago when I was visiting my friend Kelly, and it is so good. I picked it up at Ulta. I think it's more of like an independent fragrance brand from New York called Eyelashes Brooklyn, and this is the sweet scent. They also had like a pale blue bottle that was their salt scent, and they were both just absolutely gorgeous, and I've been obsessed with this. So I normally don't talk about fragrance on my channel that much, and I'm honestly not someone who purchases it that often because it can get very pricey, but when I smelled this, I like knew I had to have it. It's a very sweet scent, but with still being very fresh and very clean and kind of like simple, and that's definitely what I look for in a perfume. So I wanted to share that. We're going to start with primer, and because this is no foundation look, I think primer is essential because this is definitely going to be like the prep to your skin. So I'm going to be using the Hydrating POREfessional from Benefit. The reason I'm using this is I want to first fill in any larger pores in my T-zone or any acne scars that I have. This is just going to make my base smoother. I feel like most people struggle with enlarged pores, especially as you get older. Pretty much everyone's show. So this is an important step. I like to push it in to my T-zone, which is here on your face. I don't have like crazy large pores, but this just overall makes your skin so much smoother. They have the OG version, which is incredible. Highly recommend that. I just have been using the hydrating one, which works for me as well because I do have dry skin. But I like to start with the pore filling primer first. And then I also love a nice hydrated glowy base. So we're going to do a second prime for the glowiness and hydration. This is the Wonderglow Instant Soft Focus Beauty Flash from Charlotte Tilbury. This also has kind of like a blurring, gorgeous factor into it, but I'm just kind of crazy and like to use my multiple products. So I'm going to take a good amount of that, rub it in between my fingers, and just apply this kind of everywhere. It's kind of just like a moisturizer. It smells really good. If you could see what I am looking out in my windows right now, it is just snow absolutely everywhere, all on the ground, in the court, on the roofs, everywhere. It's just freezing here and I'm so over it. Now we're going to go in with concealer because obviously we're not doing a full foundation here for this look. Is very key to keep it nice and light and easy, and I know there's many people that just don't like foundation at all, so I totally understand. So this look is definitely for you. But for the coverage aspect, we all still want a little bit of coverage, I feel like. Especially for me, I struggle with pretty bad dark under eye circles. That is what my most concern is. So I'm still going to be using concealer for that. I'm going to start with my lighter concealer and more high coverage concealer. This is the e.l.f. 16-Hour Wear Camo Concealer in the shade Light Beige. Very comparable to Tarte Shape Tape, which I also love. So I'm going to use this to really help disguise and brighten up the under eye. I'm going to use a little less than I normally would when I have foundation on because we don't have the foundation on our skin to blend the concealer into. We're actually trying to blend the concealer into our natural skin. Therefore, you want to be a little bit more careful with how much product you're using. So I did under my eyes, on my eyelids, because I do have very discolored eyelids, and I did a little bit in between my brows. I honestly don't know why I did that, just kind of habit. And then I like to take a concealer that's more closer to my natural skin tone. This one is from Makeup Revolution, the Conceal and Define. It's a great concealer for really anything. It's just one that matched the color for me the best right now. And I'm going to take this and apply it anywhere that I want to cover up, like acne spots or things like that I don't want brightened. Here you can see I have little spots from picking at my skin, any little red marks that I want covered up, and I'm actually going to do some on my chin and right here. So you can see the big color difference from this concealer to this. This is very brightening in that kind of yellow tone, which we want for those areas, but everywhere else we want it a little bit different. So I'm taking my beauty sponge from Real Techniques. This is dampened and wetted, and we are going to blend out our under eye. I need to do this fast, actually. I forgot this e.l.f. concealer dries up a little fast. I think a lot of people just rush the blending process. So already you guys can see how much more even my face is looking, and we have such minimal like liquid product on our face. Okay, because that concealer dried out under my eyes a little fast because I'm filming and talking to you guys, I'm going to apply a tiny bit more and blend out right away. This is a little bit dry, and so if you're super dry, maybe stay away from this e.l.f. one. Or try they have the same concealer in a hydrating formula. You could try that one too. They're much better when you blend this one out quickly. It's all about knowing how to work the products that you have and really playing around with them, because that makes a huge difference. Okay, now to lightly set the under eye, I've been really into my Coty Airspun Powder again. I used to be so obsessed with this, and I started using it lately, so I've been loving this. I'm going to tap some into the cap. And I'm going to take the same beauty sponge, tap into here. I'm only going to take a tiny amount because I don't like to set my concealer as much as I do when I have foundation on, because when I'm setting with foundation, I'm obviously setting the foundation as well. Much more product to set. So when you're just setting concealer, try to just be a little bit lighter with the powder. And like right now I have pretty much no product on this sponge anymore, and I'm just still really blending out into my skin. You can see I'm blending my under eyes like all right here, and this just really makes sure everything is even, everything is totally blended out and is looking gorgeous. So I literally use the smallest amount of this, you guys. It is ridiculous. Then I also have my MAC Studio Fix powder. This is like a pressed powder. If you are more oily and you want to like really set your face, I would take just like a flatter fluffy brush, dip into here, and then set or powder wherever you want that extra coverage. I'm actually just doing this right now to show you. I don't need this today because my skin is more dry and I don't really want the extra coverage. But if your skin does need that, this is a great little resource to use. This is a great product to use, or it's a great product actually just to use as like a touch-up throughout the day, because it has that coverage, but it's really easy just to kind of blot over your face and still look very natural. Okay, now we're gonna move on to our cheeks and getting into some cream products. So that's also why it's super important to go very light with your translucent powder when you're setting your concealer, because we are going to be using cream products on the cheeks. And a normal rule in makeup is to never use any cream after you've used powder. I think that is definitely true, but there are ways to work around it. Like, I didn't fully set and powder my cheeks, so I think it is totally okay to go in with my cream products. With that being said, if you are someone that has oily skin and you're going to use like a packed powder too, I would do this after we finish these next cream product steps. Starting with contour, I'm using the Milk Makeup Cream Contour in the shade Baked. And you guys, I honestly never thought I would be so into creams. And I remember even when I first bought these products, I did really like them, but I didn't like love them. And I think it's just because I wasn't really used to using them yet. So now I've really started to work with them and I'm obsessed. So I do 2 little lines, the contour spots, do a little dash under the lip, 2 lines on the side of the nose, some spots up here on the forehead, and then I'll do under the chin and on my jaw. I draw all my spots first, and I used to actually blend out with a kabuki brush, but I found that was getting really patchy. So I started using my sponge. It just takes a little bit more while to like get used to working with it. So I take the fat side and I kind of like squeeze it like this. And I'm gonna start on the contour spots and blend really fast up and down motion, dabbing on the skin. Number 1 rule with blending out contour is wherever the bottom line is, I'm not going to blend down. You never want to bring that contour down, only bring the color upward, but you actually try to want to kind of stay on the line and just blending out that line. Really, the trick with cream is blending it out enough to look smooth, but not blending it out too far to where you just blended like a darker shade all over your face. So for the forehead, I like to keep it on the sides of the forehead and up in the hairline, and you want to keep the center of your forehead lighter, really blending in here. Also know, you guys, when I'm not filming, obviously it's a lot easier to do this like fast and more precise. I'm not talking to you guys, so I'm really just like blending out quickly and trying to stay controlled. With the nose, I don't like a super crazy nose contour. Really all I'm doing is adding the color to my nose to match my face. So if you like to contour your nose and like do it more for the shape, then totally do that. But for what I do, it's more just for the color, just so you guys know. I'm not trying to shape my nose any specific way. I would need a lot more precision for that. Okay, for the under the chin, this is such an important one, you guys, because it really slims out like your jawline, obviously, and that is crucial. So you can really just kind of blur it here, and then I like to blend downwards, kind of dragging that color down. And just so you guys know, like working with creams took me like years, honestly, because I was so intimidated. So don't be too worried if you don't get it right away. It just takes practice, I'm telling you. I'm doing a little bit more on this side. And that's actually a great tip right there. If you are new to it, maybe just start with very, very little product. I do kind of use a lot, to be honest with you. Blend out a little bit at a time and just kind of work with it and see how it goes. Make sure you blend under here. I've forgotten to blend under my lip so many times. This gives you that definition under your bottom lip to make it look more plump and contour there a little bit. Right here can get a little messy when you're blending the contours down, so I kind of like to curve it up and sometimes blend that contour into my cheek. And then once we add the blush and stuff, you guys know that all will like blend together. Like the cream products just look so much more skin-like. I'm going to keep you guys zoomed in and we're going to move on to blush. So I actually use the same product from Milk Makeup, but it is their blush, their cream. Oh my god, you guys, I'm stuttering so much. It is their cream blush, and this is in the shade Work. They have a ton of different colors. It is so, so good. So I'm actually rubbing it all over on the back of my hand. I used to not do this, but now I do it more for like sanitary reasons, because you'll see in a second. So I get a nice amount of good product on the back of my hand, which, by the way, the blushes for some reason smell really, really good. It has like a really fresh scent in it, which I normally am not a fragrance person in my makeup, but I really like how these cream blushes smell. I found the best way to do it is with a brush. When I first started using creams, I had it switched. I was doing the bronzer with a brush and the blush with my sponge. So now I do the blush with this brush, and I honestly think, you guys, it's this brush in specific because this is my favorite brush of all time, even with a powder blush. And this is the Morphe E4. It is such a good brush. I don't know what it is. It's the shape and like the bristled. I don't know. It's just so good. I've been using it for so long. So you can see I am applying it to the apple, kind of stippling it on there, blending it backwards into the contour. So the contour and blush becomes a whole section together of the face. I like to kind of apply a little on the nose. Looks like you were in the sun, a little on the chin. It's kind of like right after you've been laying in the sun all day. That's where I like to apply the blush as well. Okay, face is done. You guys can see it's really, really coming together here. We're going to do a cream highlight as well. This is from Glossier. I've had this product forever. This is their Dew Effect highlighter in the shade Quartz. I love this stuff. I'm actually going to take this on my fingers, and I like to take like 2 fingers, really work it in there, warm it up. Go like this. I take 1 finger and just kind of lay it in the highlight area. Highlight, you want to be careful too, because you don't want to just like put it everywhere, especially with this product. This product especially is kind of like waxy and sticky, so I don't like to overdo it. So I also like to apply a good amount of highlight on my Cupid's bow and on the tip of my nose. I think it looks really cute. Natural glow, because it almost is just giving that wet look, because it literally is like sticky and wet. I think it looks really pretty and goes with the other cream products well. So now if you really wanted to, and if you feel like you have oily skin, you can set all of this with powder products. Obviously that's adding a lot more makeup and also many more steps. Or like I said earlier, you can take this compact, a nice fluffy brush, and now just kind of like set everywhere, and even on top of the blush and bronzer and highlight, if you just do like the tiniest bit and just very like kind of fan brush it on there. I am using natural lighting outside and it's getting a little bit dark outside, but this is still very true to what it looks like. Let's move on to brows. I'm going to quickly just fill in my brows, and nothing too special. I'm using my Benefit Foolproof Brow Powder. This is in the shade 5, and it has just like 2 color powders in there, and I'm using this random brush I have. So I'm just going to brush my brows up and fill them in quickly. I'm going to zoom through this, but I do think it's very important to have a nice, strong, clean brow for this look, because we are not going to be doing anything on our eyes. So our brows are really going to frame the face and frame our eyes. So I'm going to quickly do this. Okay, I quickly filled them in. I like to brush them out good to make sure they're nice and blended. And I'm actually going to quickly apply some more lip plumper just because I feel like I need it. Or I want it, I should say. Kyle always corrects me with my wants and my needs in life. I switched back to the Best Clear Brow Gel. This is the only brow gel that really locks them down and holds them in place. I was using the Benefit one for so long. I don't even know why I used it that long, because it was just very average. But this one is amazing. I used to use this all the time. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. I just like a clear gel because I already have the color how I want it, and I don't like when the gel colors like screw up what I already worked on, if that makes sense. The only colored like gel product I will use is Glossier Boy Brow or the like Gimme Brow, but that's more of like a fiber type product. So the brows are nice and set. I'm actually quickly just going to curl my eyelashes, just kind of lift them. I love curling my eyelashes. This is something I do even when I'm wearing no makeup at all, like going to the gym with my skincare. I'll still curl my eyelashes. It just opens up your eyes, and I think it's an important step that I don't understand the people who like don't do it. It's crazy the difference that it makes. Actually, I'll show you. Not curled whatsoever. this. I have the lashes in there. I'm like pulsing, doing it for a while. Okay, do you see the difference in my eyes with that being curled and this not? They're kind of like dirty. Sometimes I have to clean my eyelashes when I'm done doing my makeup because like powder and concealer and all that gets on them. And with having dark lashes, it makes them less bold. So I like to clean them off after if they get kind of dirty. Okay, you guys, this look is so easy that we are already onto our lips. I was literally just sitting here like, okay, what is next? What is next? Cannot be our lips already, but it is because this is pretty much the look. It is so basic and simple and I'm obsessed with it. Are someone with like blonde lashes or lighter lashes, this would be a great look to do if you got them tinted or colored or just doing mascara like normal. But with my dark lashes and dark eyes, sometimes I just love a no mascara, no eye look, especially on a day-to-day basis, because even some of my favorite mascaras, at the end of the day, I feel like under my eyes look so dark and they can smear and get all over the place, and even removing mascara is like annoying. So I'm a big like no mascara girl. I feel like some people absolutely hate it, but I am like all for it, especially when you really enhance your skin this way. I think it is gorgeous. So let's move on to the lips. With that, I like to actually wipe off any of the lip plumper that we used. Just how I like to do it, and it also like exfoliates them a little bit. Just taking a towel, kind of being a little rough on my lips, rubbing them, all that product off, and from that you can see like my lips got a natural color dye to them. And now they're more plump, they're nice and hydrated and ready to go. So we're going to use a little lip liner. I'm using the MAC lip liner in the shade Stripdown. I like to use any pretty natural lip liner on days like this. And I actually do it just a little bit like faster. I don't line them as like harsh and perfect. I just kind of get that color on there on the outside of my lips. The tiniest bit, so you do see like I just do that very quickly, and I'll rub them out a little. This is usually like me in the car, like at my destination though, like super late. Okay, perfect. And then I have this amazing Rare Beauty like colored lip balm. This is in the shade Support. It's the Dewy lip balm. This is a little bit of a darker color. I'll dab some of that on if I want like the tiniest bit of color. And if I want some gloss, then I'll top it off with a nude little gloss, which I usually do. This is the Fenty Gloss Bomb in Baby Brute. It was in a holiday collection. I love this one because it's super nude, but all the gloss bombs are really, really good. So apply some of that. And boom, you guys, that is the completed makeup look. I hope you guys like it. I just love how fresh and natural it looks, and I'm just like so obsessed with it. I can't even, like, I feel like I look exactly the same in the beginning, just so much more alive and brightened. We have color on our face, our brows are nice and filled in and kind of like lift our face up. So if you guys want to check out any of the products that I used in this video, I of course will have them all listed down below. I usually like to do it in the order that I use them in, just to kind of make it easy for you guys. Yeah, that completes this video. I literally posted on Instagram for you guys to ask me questions during this, but this was just like so fast. Let's get ready. The flawless face, no eye, no foundation makeup look. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.